Two kids say they were beaten, burned, even stabbed by their mother. The alleged torture went on for years. Now, Denver 7 investigator John Ferrugia has uncovered that Denver Human Services had been told for years that the children were at risk. But it took a call to police from the woman you're about to meet to save the kids.
Nice home. She's driving nice cars. Nails is manicured.
She has known Kenyatta Davis and her family for years. She asked that her face not be shown because she fears for her safety. Kenyatta Davis is now charged in connection with the terrible abuse of her two children and is out on bail. Was it her neat appearance that influenced caseworkers?
So when they see that, they're like, oh, look how she dressed. She coming in here, heels and nice makeup, hair done.
So she was good at putting it over on people?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Police and Human Services reports revealed that behind this facade of style and civility was a brutal, violent woman who terrorized her kids. The police report notes that the 11-year-old boy was burned with an iron. The 12-year-old daughter's hand was scarred from her mother gouging her with a power drill. But that is just the beginning.
They've been maced. They've been hit with shovels, brooms. She said mother took a butcher knife to her leg, stabbed her in the leg.
That is exactly what this report to Denver Juvenile Court verifies, a report released to those who are party to the case. The report also notes Davis threw her daughter over a banister, seen in this photo. After waking from losing consciousness, the report says the mother told her that had she not awakened, she would have buried her in the backyard.
Torture. It's not abuse, it's torture.
The report also notes there have been red flags at school as far back as 2009. Boy had a sizable bruise on his left eye. Boy reported his mother punched him with a fist. Child came to school with cuts, abrasions on left temple, gave different stories. Nurse said it looked like blunt force trauma.
How many times do you think that you called Human Services both in Arapahoe and Denver?
About 3 or 4.
3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
This family acquaintance made one final call to DHS in August when Davis went out of town and left the children in her care at this Aurora home. It was here they felt safe enough to tell what was happening to them.
I think they're very strong and courageous because that's their mother at the end of the day. That's their mother.
Sources familiar with the investigation and this report to the court confirms that between 2005 and 2013, Denver Human Services and Arapahoe County Human Services screened out or did not investigate 13 separate complaints of domestic violence, neglect, and abuse involving this family. 7 others DHS couldn't prove. One was confirmed in 2013, and the mother and kids received voluntary services. Reports indicate the mother coached the kids not to talk, and juvenile court was not involved. The children were left in the home until August 29th, when police finally stepped in.
You called police because Human Services was leaving those kids in that house?
Exactly.
It was that call that gave the children the confidence and courage to talk, brought the arrest of their mother, and the end of their torment.
When you see this pattern of multiple referrals being screened out and then people getting hurt or killed, how are you addressing that?
Privacy laws prevent Don Morris, Executive Director of Denver Human Services, from talking about any specific case. He took over the troubled department this summer and has begun making systemic changes.
We're adding 50 more people to this system. We've asked Denver Health to bring in medical experts into our screen-out process so that they're looking at these files and they're helping us assess whether the things that are gray might indicate to a medical expert that we better look into a situation. Huge change to our process.
And he says there is now an additional layer of review when deciding whether to open an assessment and check on a child.
I think kids are safer in Denver because of the changes we're making.
Obviously, these changes were not in place during the decision-making around the case of Kenyatta Davis and the abuse of her children. But it is cases like this one that has undermined confidence in Denver Human Services, confidence Morris is trying to restore.
Like I said, if Denver Police Department wouldn't have helped me, I don't know where we would be right now. Probably a funeral, a double funeral. I don't know.
We contacted Kenyatta Davis and she declined to speak with us. But in 3 other cases since May of last year, children died when DHS did not respond properly to multiple complaints or referrals. Now, in this case, it cannot be emphasized enough that the courage of these 2 young children to tell someone about this horrific case may have saved their lives. They're certainly an example to other kids in abusive situations to simply tell someone or to call police. I'm John Ferrugia.